So do you also use Zoho Forms to receive any kind of form submissions for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we are going to understand how to create Mailgun member on Zoho Form submission. So I'm a owner of a real estate agency and I have created an inquiry form using Zoho Forms. So now here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through Zoho Forms, then automatically using the details, a new member should be created in my Mailgun account for the same. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Zoho Forms with my Mailgun account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automatically create Mailgun members from Zoho Form submission. This will help you instantly add leads to your mailing list and send follow-up emails without any manual effort. So as you all know that as a real estate agency, I often collect property inquiries, consultation requests or client details through Zoho Forms. So now manually adding these leads to Mailgun email list takes time and increases the risk of missing out on potential clients. So by automating this process, every new Zoho Form submission is instantly added as a Mailgun member. This allows me to send automated follow-ups, property listing and market updates directly to interested clients. So this automation ensures I stay connected with my leads, improve engagement and boost my chances of closing deals faster. Okay, so here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Zoho Forms with my Mailgun account using an automation software. And now firstly here in this video we are going to see the working of this automation to understand the entire process more clearly. Okay, so now here to see the working of this automation, what we are going to do is that we are going to make a form submission using Zoho Forms. And here you can see some pre-filled details such as first name, last name, phone number, email and the type of property as rental. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says, thank you, your response has been submitted. That means we have successfully made a form submission over here. So now let's go and check our Mailgun account to check whether a new member is created or not. And I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new member with the email address as demouser@pabblytunes.com and the full name as demouser under our specific mailing list. So with this, we have successfully seen the working of this automation. Now here in this video, we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this automation by simply connecting your Zoho Forms with your Mailgun account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Okay, so here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect/INR/ in your browsers. And here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see our Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create Mailgun member on Zoho Form submission. And now here after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly dashboard and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin the automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Zoho Forms, as I'm receiving new form submission through Zoho Forms. So Zoho Forms is an online tool that lets you create custom forms for collecting information such as feedback, inquiries, registrations, or orders. So in my Zoho Forms trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new form submitted, so that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through Zoho Forms, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Okay, so now here after selecting my trigger event, you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Zoho Forms with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions given below, firstly I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Zoho Forms account. So this is my Zoho Forms account, and here under my forms you can see all the forms that I've created using Zoho Forms till now. So in this particular case, I'm going to select the form which is named as Prime Properties Inquiry Form, and I'm going to click on this edit. Now here under this form, you can see we have received the option for integrations on the top. And here under integration in the left side bar, you can see all the integrations available. So here I'm going to select my type of integration as webhooks over here. Now here under this webhook configuration, you can see it is asking for the webhook URL. So here you can see a previously existing webhook URL. So I'm going to remove this URL from here, and then I'm going to add a new webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is the new webhook URL, and then here for the content type, I'm going to select application and JSON, and the authorization type as general. Scrolling little down, and then here it is asking for the payload parameters. So here in this payload parameters, you need to enter, or you can say you need to select the form fields of your form for which you want to receive the response on this webhook URL. So here I've entered all the form fields, and now I'm going to click on the save given over here. And with this, we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Zoho Forms, or you can say we have successfully connected our Zoho Forms with Pabbly Connect. Okay, so now here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to generate a test response inside our Zoho Forms. So for that, let me take you back to my form. And now here I'm going to enter some another dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as Smart. Last name as user. Here I'm going to enter a random phone number. And here for the email, I'm going to enter the email as smart@pabblytudes.com. And here for the type of property, I'm going to select residential, and then I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says, thank you, your response has been submitted. That means we have successfully generated a response over here. So now let's go and check our Pabbly's workflow. And here we have to wait for some seconds to receive a response. And here you can see we have successfully captured a new response over here, where we have received the type of property, phone number, last name, first name, and the email address of our lead. Okay, so with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received a new form submission through Zoho Forms, then automatically using the details, I want to create that lead as a new member in my Mailgun account as well. So for that, I need to connect my Mailgun with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So I'm going to select my action application as Mailgun. So Mailgun is an email delivery service that helps businesses send and receive emails effortlessly. So here in my Mailgun action step, I'm going to select my action event as new mailing list member, so that whenever I'm going to receive new form submission through Zoho Forms, then automatically using the details, a new member is going to be created in my Mailgun account. Okay, so now here to connect my Mailgun with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Mailgun account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me to enter the API key, private API key, Mailgun host, and the domain name. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my Mailgun account, and from here I'm going to click on my profile icon given on the top right corner, and from here I'm going to select API securities. Now here under this API keys, you can see all the existing keys over here. So I'm going to create a new API key by clicking on this add a new key, and here I'm going to give the description as new form submission, and then I'm going to click on this create key. So this is my API key, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API key. So here this API key and the private API key is going to remain the same. And then here it is asking for the Mailgun host. So it says enter the region your domain is hosted on within Mailgun here. For US region use this, for EU region use this. So here to find out our region, let me take you back to my Mailgun account, and here on the top you can see our Mailgun account is hosted on our US region. So moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to copy the host of this US region and then I'm going to paste it over here. Moving forward, and then here it is asking for the domain name. So again, following the instructions given below, let me take you back to my Mailgun account, and from here I'm going to click on the send given in the left side bar, and here under send you can see we have received the option for domains under sending. So this is our domain, so I'm going to copy it. Moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the domain name. Now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the list. So in this list field, I need to select the list under which I want to create a new Mailgun member. So here by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the lists that I've created in my Mailgun account till now. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my particular list which is named as new leads. And now here after selecting the list, it is asking me to enter the email address and the member name. So now here instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes a text dynamic so that whenever we are going to receive new form submission through Zoho Forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So I'm going to map my member's email address moving forward, and then here it is asking for the update. So for the update, I'm going to select yes, and then here it is asking for the member name. So here I'm going to map my lead's name. So here I'm going to map the first name first, then I'm going to enter a space and then the last name. Now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new member in our Mailgun account under a specific mailing list for the new response received through our Zoho Forms. So now let's go and check it. Here I'm going to click on this mailing list. And here under mailing list, I'm going to select my particular list that is named as new leads. And here under new leads, I'm going to refresh the window first. And here you can see we have successfully created a new member with the name smart@pabblytudes.com and the name as smart user. So with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So we have taken our trigger as Zoho Forms and our action as Mailgun, so that whenever we are going to receive new form submission through Zoho Forms, then automatically using the details, a new member is going to be created in our Mailgun account under our specific mailing list. Okay, so these were the steps to how to create Mailgun member on Zoho Form submission. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now, if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.